Here's a story I wrote in 1974. I was 13 years old. Widowed couch. My secret horror that has never before been revealed. It was my birthday, that's for sure, because it's only then that I stay up in my room feeling unnecessary. Well, I was doing just that when my brother called me from down the stairs to come to what we called the mask room to celebrate. Fine with me, I said, and flew down the steps. I walked into the mask room, which was just off the kitchen, and saw each member of the family standing all the way on the other side of the room, grinning from ear to ear. They looked much the way relatives do in those suspicious family photographs they manage to send every Christmas. Anyway, I didn't think much of this, and flopped down stomach first on the old blue couch. Everyone seemed to think this was great, and started to chuckle, but soon the faces seemed to grow longer, as if something expected didn't happen. They were waiting for something. "Come on," one of them said impatiently. Nothing seemed to happen. I heard sighs from the family. Finally, I helped them get their message across to whoever by saying uncourteously, "Well, let's get a move on it." Oh, I wish I hadn't said that, for as soon as I did, a furry black thing under me, which I had just noticed, started to wrap each one of its 8 legs around me. Yes, it was a giant tarantula. My family started to laugh. They had implanted it. I shrieked, which led someone to saying, "See, I did pick out the right one." "What have you done?" I asked, choking. They just kept on laughing. Then, to my amazement, old and new acquaintances, along with my best friends, started to emerge from other couches, chairs, and cabinets. They threw confetti about and cheered. Each of them had a package with them. Someone got my attention and told me, "Here, catch." A present was thrown at me, but as I tried to catch it, the spider tightened its grip on me and licking its chops. And now, one by one, and each other time, 2 by 2, boxes, gifts, and packages were thrown at me or on the couch. Then I saw a large silken sack, easily pierced, placed on the rug. "This is your main present," my father announced. "I'll open it for you." Amid the confusion, I saw him untie the lace at the top. People started to gather around my father as he lifted the sack over his head, and soon all the attention was being paid to him. "Everybody ready?" "Yes." My father then turned the sack upside down, and with a carefree "stand back" from him, millions of tiny black things fell out and started to walk over to the couch. "Are their eyes open yet?" asked my mother. Then the baby spiders jumped up and crawled on me, much to the tarantula's dismay. "They like you," was what most everyone said, along with "feed them twice a day." I felt little pinches all over my body, and once in a while tremendous tickling, for some of the spiders were fighting with each other. "You wouldn't believe how silly you look all tied up and in convulsions," James White from next door told me. Apparently someone had given me a phonograph, for soon Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was being played on alien speakers. The radio was turned on, and I heard some Firesign Theater broadcasts coming through. The heavy meaning of both Sgt. Pepper's and the Firesign Theater must have delighted the newborn spiders, for I felt little feet dancing on my back. The tarantula rocked back and forth. I felt worse than Gulliver in Lilliputian Town. The novelty, though, did not wear off, because I was still shocked as ever. Then, as a thing to end all things, down from the ceiling on her thin web came a puffy, about-to-burst black widow. Her legs, how they pierced, and her teeth, how they could chew. The little babies saw her and followed her example. Little teeth gnawed away at me. And then the tarantula opened up her jaws and hissed, and started to eat me. All my family and friends noticed me, and they all sang the following song. "For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, he was a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny." End.